Hello, all my friends and fellow music lovers in the vinyl community. George here, George Allen, LPs and CDs, and I'm finally getting around to giving you a review on the LPs that I received from Randall Nelson, as we like to call him Randy, because we like him so much. And I'm going to start with, I like him. He sent me 3 records, and I like them all so much. But I'm going to start with probably it is the oldest one here. 1971 recording, Walter Bishop Jr. Walter Bishop was a jazz piano player, and this is somewhat of a rare recording, not real common to find on the Black Jazz label, and it's a very, very well done recording, and very fortunate to have received this from Randy. These Black Jazz records are not easy to come by. And as I said, this was done in 1971. Walter Bishop died in 1998. He started out playing with guys like Art Blakey and Milk Jackson, Stan Getz, till he went out on his own. But you know, he taught at let's see, he taught at University of Hartford for a while, and very well-rounded musician. And he had a very interesting style of playing piano. His style was more of a hard bop style of jazz. And on this record in particular, on side 1, it's him on piano, Alan Schwartz on drums, and that's side 2. I better move this up here a little bit. I'm sorry. No, it was Idris Mohammedan on drums. That guy that I mentioned was playing sax, and it was Reggie Johnson on bass. Then there's different players on side 2. Of course, still Walter Bishop on piano. Wasn't going to give up that keyboard. Alan Schwartz on drums. Reggie Johnson on bass. Herbie Vick on tenor sax, and Woody Shaw on trumpet. And that's one of the big difference from side 1 to side 2 on this album, is he had a trumpet player. But I like this record a lot, and 4 cuts on side 1, 3 cuts on side 2. They're a little bit longer cuts on side 2, and just a real nice, clean sounding record, well recorded. I like this music a lot. Very good. Walter Bishop Jr. Walter Bishop Sr. Wrote music, so it kind of ran in the family a lot. So anyhow, very, very nice record, Walter Bishop. Second one, band called Dry Jack, Magical Elements, and they were kind of a jazz fusion album. In fact, They reminded me a lot of different bands from the 70s and 80s, like Foreplay or Spyro some of them, and very interesting band. And I'll show you this one too. It's on the Inner City label. This one's called Magical Elements. Unfortunately, the original band only did 2 albums, and then they broke up. This is what the cover looks like. And the main 2 musicians throughout the years, they reformed off and on, but the main 2, Chuck Lamb on keyboards and his brother Rich Lamb would play bass. And they had Rod Fleeman on guitar and John Margolis on drums. And this is a very, very fine album, very well recorded. And I'm going to look their second album called Whale City. I've been checking the internet to find it because I'd really like to get their second album. Like I said, it's kind of like a jazz fusion, which means in this case for them the fusion's kind of got a little bit more edge, kind of a rock type sound. Again, very, very good album. Like it a lot. Well recorded, very listenable. Good one. And like I said, I'm looking for their second album, Whale City. Lastly, Group Man. This one, Rhinos, Winos, and Lunatics. This is a very interesting one. They're on United Artists, and I noticed looking at the cover while I was listening to it, which you are probably not going to see at this distance, but they have a, down front here, they have a Bo Diddley album, and sitting on their table here is a Quicksilver Messenger album, Quicksilver's debut album. And on the wall, they have a poster of Quicksilver's Happy Trails album. So these guys are really into that, and they're a nice. I don't know how you describe them. They're kind of like a. They're a rock band, but they're kind of like a. They're a Welsh band, and they're kind of like, boy, they're kind of like a psych rock band, and maybe that's why their connection with Quicksilver Messenger Service, and very, very interesting. In fact, I liked them so much that look what George did. George went ahead and got their following album, Slow Motion. Haven't listened to it yet, just came in. Because remember, I just waited till March 1st to order this. I just ordered it, just came. I found a really good copy. There's a few guys on Discogs that I found that rate their albums extremely well. So what you order is what you get, and I ordered it and I haven't listened to it yet because I like these guys a lot, and it's very good music. And it just this album came out in 1976, and oh no, 74. I'm sorry, I'm getting this one mixed up with Dry Jack. Dry Jack came out in 76. This one came out in 74. So it's got that mid-70s rock, psych rock sound. And the other one came out right after that, year after that. So they're a good band. And I've seen this one. Somebody has shown this in the VC before. I don't know who. Maybe it was, I don't know who. But anyhow, good album. Good vocals. Good good music, and very well, again, very well recorded. I think of all of them, the one that's recorded the best, I think, was the Dry Jack. Where are you at? This one was by far is the best recording. This one is done very, very well. So I'd really like to find their second album. And they broke up, and then Dry Jack, I believe it said somewhere on the internet that they got back together again later, about 10, 15 years later. I don't know. There's a lot of these guys, they just kick around. Musicians, that's the way they are, you know. Anyhow, that's it. Wonderful albums. I thank Randy Nelson a lot for sending me these fine albums. Wonderful additions to my collection. Everybody that sends, you know, out VCLT. That's what VCLT is, sending some love out to add to our collection, expand our minds into different directions of music, and it's so, so greatly appreciated. So, hope the rest of your week goes well, and we'll be making some more videos, and some contests and stuff coming up, and who knows what else. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.